Okay, fifth graders, this is, I think I'm going to end the Chapter 4 review with these 2 pages, but I'm not positive yet. Anyway, so pages 169, 170, again, the Chapter 4 review. We're starting with Set E. We've already done a couple of the pages. I'm just going to pick one of these problems here, and I'll do, so, again, they give you an example on how to do what they're asking you to do, and then, and these are the problems they're assigning. So they're asking you where the decimal goes, because none of these have a decimal. And some of these you could do pretty quickly, and let me show you what I mean. So number 3, for example. What do we have here? We have 7 times 21. Well, it's 21.6, but we could call it 21. In fact, we could even call it 20, just kind of round it. Well, what's 7 times 20? Well, how about 7 times 2? What's 7 times 2 equal? That's 14, but it's not 2, it's 20, so we could add a 0, it's 140, okay? So here's the answer. It's 1512, and they're asking where would the decimal go? Well, if we estimated at 140, and it's going to be more than that because it's not 20, it's 21, and it's not even 21, it's 21.6, it's going to be a little bit more than that. Where do you think the decimal would go if we're estimating at 140? Well, yeah, how about right here, right between the 1 and the 2? So you could rewrite that and put the decimal right there where it belongs. That's the answer to number 3. You can go ahead and do the problem itself if you wanted to. I mean, if you wanted to take 21.6 and multiply it by 7, you can go ahead and do that, and you are going to end up with 1512. I'm not going to go ahead and do the problem. I am telling you that's what you're going to end up with. Well, look at it. There's 1 decimal place you have to move over. We're going to move over 1 decimal place. And that's another way to look at it, is just think about how many decimal places you have to move over. There was only 1 that we had to deal with, and that was between the 1 and the 6. So, anyways, that's how you do those. Next page. So, this one, let's look at this for a moment. It says, Mr. Jennings made a stained glass window below with the dimensions that he's shown. What is the total area of the window? Well, there's a couple different ways you can do this. One way is to figure out the area of the yellow and the area of the green and the area of the red or pink or whatever color it is, and then add all 3 together. That's one way you could do it. Another way you could do it is, what's the formula for area? Area equals length times width. Well, if you could figure out this length here and this length here, then you would know what the whole area is. So there's 2 ways to do that. So let's see here. This is 1.8 by 1.25. So I'm going to guess this is the 1.8 and this is the 1.25. So this is 1.25. And that makes sense because the shorter length here is 0.75 and 0.5. Well, if you add those up, what do you get? You get 1.25. So this side here, and of course this side here, is going to be 1.25. Now we just need to figure out either the bottom or the top, either one, and then then you could just multiply them. So if this is 1.8, this yellow, then this green part right here is going to be 1.5. That makes sense because this is also 1.5, which is listed right there. So, whoops, 1.5 went too far. So you could add 1.5 plus 1.8 and then whatever that is, multiply it by 1.25. And then you're going to get the whole area. So it says, what do you need to find first? Well, I mean, it just depends on how you want to do the problem. And then it says, write an equation to model the problem. Well, there's several different equations we could have written, but I'll just do one right now. I could do 1.25, since we figured out the side, times, and then I'm going to put in parentheses 1.8 plus 1.5 equals A for area. Okay? So that's one way you could do it. And I did another one here that you could solve the same way. Here we have 2 feet by 8 feet, the red here. So, well, what do you think, what's the 8 feet? Well, this is going to be the 8 feet, this whole length here. That's going to be the 8 feet. And the 2 feet is going to be the shorter length here. That's going to be 2 feet. Then look at the green. The green is 4 feet by 3 feet. Well, I think you could tell this is going to be 4 feet, and this length here, right here, that's going to be 3 feet. And then the blue here, 4 feet by 5 feet. Well, this length here, we already know what it is. This one right here, we already know what that length is, because it's the same as this. So that's going to be 4 feet. I'll have to go ahead and put it there, 4 feet. So this longer side here, that will be the 5 feet. Well, what should we do now? We can figure out the whole area. So the area here, let's take a look. This length here would be 8 feet. Hey girls, I got to finish this video. 8 feet. And then what's this length here? Well, that's going to be 6 feet. So what's the formula for area? Area equals length times width. And so what are we talking about? 8 feet by 6 feet. All right? And if you know what 8 by 6 is, then you should know what the area is. Okay, I think that's it for this video, and I will talk to you guys later.